predict. I don't know how your pick'ems went in the last stage, but mine got absolutely crushed.
I think most people, I got a diamond last year in Paris. I was hoping to replicate that form. Yeah, crashed out in the opening stage of the tournament, like a lot of people. Didn't even bother trying to go for the gold coin. I'm here for diamonds only.
We're all in the same boat, and I appreciate that.
We're off to the race, ladies and gentlemen. Well, here we go. Best of one. Virtus.pro taking on Imperial. Favorites are going to be the Russian squad, of course. We'll see if they can fend off the ravenous Brazilians here. We've got a diffuse kit for Norbert. He's going to be a support player, of course. He's got a smoke and a flashbang to go with it. And in terms of utility, quite a technical round. Looks to me like a banana setup, Anders, with the 2 smokes, 2 flashes, and the Molotov, using the Molotov for new boxes. Smoke and coffin, CT spawn flashing over. I would suggest it's the B finish. And they're just trying to bait out any sort of CT presence here if they can. But you can see VP are playing a very passive game, as you might expect.
Ooh, they might also go for a Molotov in pit and a smoke towards library. Double
that's
flash.
A good point.
They might go out the apartments. Look at this. 3 people out. You can see Henny, that double flash position.
Oh, yes, indeed. That smoke is going to be for Moto from bottom and middle.
Here we go. Oh, you can see this is a classic round, really, from Imperial.
But there are a lot of CTs here.
There are. There's the 1 flashbang. Second in the air already. Phelps, good entry. But my God, he found that mid-air headshot. Taking down Decent, and he's going to keep it going. It's actually Fame that's landing the bullets right now. No way, just trying to plant the bomb inside of the smoke. And you know what? Mission accomplished in some sense. They might have lost the round, but at least they got the bomb plant.
Yeah, and that round, like you said, nice execution. Was looking very nice for them, but there was just too much CT presence. 4-man stack in the A bomb site. And you're right, the fact they even get the bomb planted there, you take that all day long, because this round was falling apart at the seams. You can see smokes down towards the short area, and Moto flashes over, but the CT's more than ready to deal with it. Lovely shot from Mir to close things out. In the end, they had a diffuse kit as well, so there's no chance or danger of giving that one over. But we're expecting a force buy in the second here. Imperial will have a second bite of the cherry with Galil's and an AK-47 for No Way as well. What we got for us, lads?
Well, we just see how dangerous the Tech-9 can be.
How dangerous is the UMP? There's a couple of those applicants.
Yeah, what a strange sight. I guess they're making a bit of a comeback. We saw them in the last stage a couple of times too, so maybe some of the pros are starting to feel a bit warm about it again.
It was a huge deal in CSGO in like 2014.
Yeah,
Flusher and Snacks used to use it a lot.
Suddenly people realized the armor penetration was just a little bit better.
It's slower rate of fire, but it does have higher armor pen, right?
Then it kind of went away again. Everyone thought, no, it's about the jumping Mac 10s and MP9s. That is the only thing that we care about. Yeah, maybe it'll turn around. I mean, some of these weapons that are out there, they're not necessarily not being used because they're completely trash. Sometimes people just don't even realize how to use them. I mean, the Krieg was around for the longest time before people suddenly realized, oh, wait a minute, this is actually a pretty decent weapon. Got changed, but a little bit of damage onto Flit at the start of this round. 45 seconds left. Mir up here, looking to see if he can do anything for the top, nearly caught with a grenade in hand. That's a bit of a problem. And Fame, yeah, he wanted to set up a flashbang, but he couldn't. He's dead instead. And this should lead to a potential bomb plant here.
They haven't crossed over yet, though. They're hoping a reswing will come in from the CTs, but it's absolutely fine. They've got 3 on the bomb site itself. Now the rotations will come through momentarily. I say that, but it's actually going to be another kill. That's actually very well played. Double swing towards the ruins. Jame now under a bit of scrutiny here. UMP gonna have to show us what it's made of. The swing around. It's gonna try and stay alive. Now look how much damage he just did to Henny on the retreat as well. I would say it should be enough to win the round here, but with the AK and the Galil, but Decent and Henny working in tandem. There is 1 kit available for Jame. Waiting for the backup to come through. They're gonna give this retake a go, of course, and see if they can get the first frag. It goes in their favor. Henny's already been tagged down. The 36 points of health. Flashbang is spot on. They know exactly where he is. They can get on the bomb, take him down momentarily, and there it is. Well played. Bomb planted, though. 2 kills found. I don't think they'll force buy again. They'll probably go for a partial buy in the follow-up round around us.
There was a lot of indecision in that round. I felt like the bomb could have been planted probably a lot sooner for Imperial. I don't know. That's definitely a tricky round. The fact that it's so late and it almost could have gone down to the UMP right there. The jumping is happening for James. Still, good retake. We talked about Inferno not being a popular map, and one of the big reasons is how hard it is to retake any bomb site on this one. even in a 2-on-3 like that one, you're not really safe if you're Imperial, if you're a VP. Like, that could have gone wrong. All right, that's an early timeout.
Yeah.
And that's after winning a couple of rounds.
That's VP timeout.
Yeah.
So I guess it just begs the question, like, did they got the bomb planted right? Some teams might say this is forced by, again, we can have the similar sort of stance we just had. We can have Galil's, AKs, Tech 9's, utility. But it means if we lose that one, where we've essentially given up 3 rounds and we're not going to have a proper setup until round number 4 or 5. So, like I said, partial buy for me was the most intelligent approach. That's what they've gone for. Got a Mac 10 for Phelps, Tech 9s, and a PT50 elsewhere, and we'll get into round number 3. 2-0 for Virtus.pro. Managed to salvage an AK themselves in the hands of Norbert. James on the FAMAS, and we've got Beer with that UMP once again.
I don't expect anything else, but it's good that they all have helmets in this round for VP, right? It's the kind of round where you don't want to have somebody who's just forgot to buy a helmet from a previous round and is running around, because then suddenly some of those pistols are just going to hit a lot harder, obviously.
Yeah.
It's a nice nade. Molotov as well to slow them down. I think they really wanted to close the gap there. It looked like Imperial were about to be able to do that. Another grenade comes in from the CT side, and this one does a little bit more. Mir able to pick up a couple of kills there with the UMP, and they are locking this down so nicely. Triple kill for Mir before he finally does get dropped. Virtus.pro 3-0 and looking very comfortable right now.
Yes, indeed. No gun round yet. We'll see what Imperial have at their sleeve going forward now. 3-0 VP. Minus best of 1. It was a very stressful game against Gamer Legion yesterday. There was a lot of drama, a lot of arguments, but they managed to get the job done in a 2-1 fashion. Let's see what they can do here. The first gun round of Inferno. Imperial with 5 AKs. Not all the grenades they need, but we've got 4 players heading towards B at the start of the round with the CT side. Normally just do deposit utility. Huge damage output there from No Way. Takes James down to 13 points of health. Molotov in the corner to get some more positional control. They've pushed them back here. Vinny's at the top. Flashed in. What a flash it is as well. Perfectly done. Not going to get the second. Fame will find him, but the wall bang from No Way will actually open things up. That might be the round in itself. Unless Mir will get one through the smoke. Yeah, I think they've done enough.
Traditionally, you wouldn't even try to retake this one if you're VP here. You would just walk away from it. Got a bit of money in the bank, you're a man down, and they are already retreating for it. Great work for Vinny. Some have said the least hateable pro in the scene.
Of all time.
Of all time.
Are you interested in the A-Stream results? Should we have a little look?
Absolutely, give me an update.
So, Mouse Sports took down Ecstatic. Unfortunately, Anders, I'm afraid it was 13-11.
That's close, though.
Brolan got himself a 1.48 rating, 21 kills. Patty, also great job. He got 21 frags as well. But yeah, very close. That was on Overpass. So yeah, Ecstatic showing they can hang out with the best of them. The Mouse have kicked off their campaign here in the elimination stage, 1-0 as well.
Okay, that's an interesting result. I'm particularly interested in the fact that it's Brolan playing well, because his career just looked like it was on life support for a while there. And then he's back.
The next game coming up on the A-Stream will be Vitality versus Eternal Fire. Woxic versus Zaiwu, the battle we've all been waiting for.
That could be a spicy game. Eternal Fire, I think they played a little bit worse than I was expecting during the last stage. I think they've got more in them.
Yeah, I hope so.
Oh,
Round 5 here. So, Imperial, nice little play in towards that B bomb site. Bit scrappy, didn't have to execute too much. It was VP caught on the corner here, took a lot of damage. James especially, they fell back and bomb site was breached.
4-man setup at the B bomb site to begin with.
Yeah, they normally just fend off the rush, I suppose, and then drop off some utility, fall back.
The Metro on Inferno just, it changes so much. This 4-1 split towards B became popular for a while, but then some T teams did start to just rush the A bomb site right away because they were kind of expecting it. Oh, Vinny, he's back at it again. A nice headshot, taking down Flit here. It's a 4-on-5 all of a sudden. And they're kind of slowed down. They're denying some mid-control here. They've smoked up Arch, so VP don't necessarily know what's happening right now. This is a weird position to be in if you're on the CT side. Still 50 seconds left. And they're taking a gamble. They're saying, let's try and stack the B bomb side and just cross our fingers and hope that this is going to work out.
Yeah, it's not the right call, though, by the looks of things. Norbert will have the AK-47 top and middle. Spots one crossing. Oh, doesn't really nail the shot at all. Phelps will take care of him, and that should be round unless they fumble this one. Going to see a smoke down towards the library side. Nice little smoking towards the arch as well.
Yeah, they're being super careful, which is respectable. They don't need to, but obviously there's no way for them to know that. Bomb side is empty, and the round is already won. So Imperial back with another round. This one again, Vinny with the opening up there. That's what they needed, and they got it.
Yeah, really nice shot from Vinny. Like, that's twice now. Back-to-back rounds where Imperial just going through the motions. They're opening gambit towards the banana area, trying to push those CTs back. You Molotov the corner, challenge anyone at car or sandbags. Finding those opening picks time and time again with no response. That is quite alarming for VP, but the thing is with this team, they always save weapons, Anders. Like, you might be winning rounds, but they're looking at the bigger overall picture. Saving the orbs, saving the M4s, defuse kits, and making sure they have enough going forward here. But it is going to be 3-2 and this Inferno best of one. 5 players survive for Imperial, so looking very good here in the opening stages for them. No AWP required just yet for Henny. We're going to hold on to the rifles.
Yeah, and you know, for anyone that's brand new to watching the game, VP kind of popularized, or in some cases also got themselves very hated for making this incredible save meta, where you're trying to save as many rifles as you can on the CT side, even if it means giving up a couple of rounds. And obviously the downside, sure, is that you're giving up rounds that maybe you could have fought for, but the upside is you're going to stay competitive in some of these future rounds much further than you otherwise would. If you lose every single rifle, then some of these rounds already for VP are going to be all-out pistol rounds where they don't have anything. Now instead, they can keep it going by an extra FAMAS hero there. They're still going to be dangerous.
Fast play here, Anders, and Jame will find his opening frag. It's an onslaught of kills from VP, 5 versus 2. A change of pace from Imperial, I don't mind it. You've conditioned them over towards B. You were hoping for that kind of 4-man stack once again, but Jame, he's changed his position. Of course he has. The Master, 1 step ahead of the curve, opens things up. Nice opening frag, and then sets up his teammate Norbert as well. He gets a nice little spray down. Round's over. It's just at what cost now? Can Imperial make this expensive at the very least? Sure, they could save, but there's a minute left on the clock. Might as well explore their options, and they've got a nice full buy regardless going forward.
It's a very in-meta kind of strategy being pulled here from Imperial. You're absolutely right. If they'd done it the round earlier, the results would have been very, very different, but VP saw it coming. Didn't have the heavy lean towards the B bomb side. In fact, had 3 people at top mid, so they were ready beyond belief. 40 seconds, and Imperial just walking away, enjoying the scenery. It's a beautiful map, Inferno, you've got to say.
Aesthetically speaking, yeah, it's right up there. It's one of the very best. They just made it too bloody small. It feels as too pokey. It feels like...
Yeah, that is the consensus, isn't it?
You feel like your ants running around.
I feel the same way. Try to open it up a little bit more, make some of those hallways a little bit wider.
It's just like, it means the utility, like the smoke, where position you have to use 2 before, like everything can be just locked out by 1 smoke. Like, arch side, the Molotovs can cover like the trash, the corner, the cubby, just everything can just get devoured by utilities. It's just so tiny, it feels like. That seems to be the general consensus of most players. Jame, okay, fair enough. Maybe didn't deserve the frag, but he timed it perfectly. He was completely flashed off. That normally probably works out for Imperial just fine. But he gets the opening kill. It's 4-2. Imperial, though, as we mentioned, still have plenty of cash. Henny will deploy his AWP on the T side for the first time as well. Let's get it. Round 7. First half starting to heat up here.
Oh, and he's going straight for it. Up Banana, standing in the fire to try and get that opening kill, but he couldn't quite land it. And that'll slow down Imperial. You can tell that was the first start of the round here. Previously, they'd thrown in Vinny. This time, they wanted Henny to try and see if he could get something done. And now it's about working the basics, I think, which again, if you haven't watched a lot of Inferno, you have to clear out top mid, you have to clear out top of Banana if you're on the T side, you have to push the CTs a little bit back, And then there are a whole wealth of executions you can try and do beyond that. But you need to push them back first.
So, in terms of map control, we've got Vinny boosted up on the half wall here. It seems to be one of the objectives of Imperial. They get a player up here more often than not. CTs will often try and retake that area with a flash over the top. Bit of an off angle to make things more difficult with the CTs.
The bomb's still at the bottom of T.
Oh, that grenade did over 100 damage.
You don't want to see that.
Ouch. They might just be going for this one.
Where's the bomb? You just have to pick up the bomb. It's 35 seconds.
Oh, lads.
Come on. I don't think anyone remembers. They're about to do a B-split. They're at Arch. Okay, now finally, Henny's running back to pick it up. There's only 24 seconds left. Henry, I hate everything about this round already.
Okay, Phelps could save the day, though. He slipped the net, Anders.
Yes.
Not all is lost.
Not all is lost, but my God, it has to be perfect from here on out. And it's not perfect at all.
No.
Phelps goes down, and Virtus.pro will take advantage in full.
It's an ugly round, Anders. I was trying to find some silver linings, but the miss from Phelps was ugly. And it all goes horribly wrong. Yeah, that's just Counter-Strike basics there. You've left the bomb in T-spawn with 30 seconds remaining.
I mean, there are so many issues. Even if it's not just the fact that they missed the flank shot there. Also, you can't react to other things. You can't, if let's say you got a really great kill at Arch and you decide, okay, let's fall back to the A bomb side. Well, somebody still has to run back and pick up the bomb, and it just makes you way less dynamic. It's fine to throw it there at the beginning, that's not a problem. But once you're sub 30 seconds, probably somebody should have the bomb picked up. 5-2.
Oh, that could be the beginning of the end for Imperial. They're not a team that handles tilt very well, Anders.
No, we saw a little bit of that in the last stage.
Yeah, we saw a lot of it, actually.
Yeah, we did.
You saw Henny's, kind of, we'll call it a speech he gave to his teammates. It's definitely not the kind of energy you want mid-game. But we'll see if they can recover. Taking a lot of damage en route towards Banana once again. Oh, he continued to do so. That's a wasted smoke, essentially. But he didn't want to have to deploy it there.
Just maybe worth pointing out, this is the other side of the coin for VP, right? Now that they're winning rounds and they saved all those rifles even when they were losing, they're building up money so quickly. This kind of philosophy is working out very well for them at the moment. A lot of potential for mid-control here for Imperial, because Virtus.pro are really far back on the A-bomb side, so see how long that keeps being the case. James is actually moving forward into it. We'll step at Arch instead and hang out for a little bit. Another grenade rains down, and this one will do some damage to Phelps. 40 seconds. They have the bomb. There's only 2 people at the bomb side. This is a very winnable round for Imperial, and they kind of do need it. They've fallen a little bit behind here, but this is their chance to recover it. Virtus.pro not moving away from the V-bomb side whatsoever. They're so sure this is going to be a B finish, and it's absolutely not. No way with a double pistol kill. That deagle just rings true.
Okay. A good fighting chance now of winning this round. This game was looking to fall apart somewhat, and I think they've just given it up already. They're saving.
Yeah, something had convinced VP that this is going to be B finish. I'm not sure what it was, but they never moved at all. Even when the smokes were landing in the pit, they still stayed at the B-bomb site. So again, they get to save 3 rifles.
Just a note on losing rounds, VP average 17% of rounds with a player surviving, compared to 7%, generally speaking, for all other teams. So that kind of just tells you where they're at in terms of the meta. They play a very different game, yeah. James, individually, he'll survive 25% of lost rounds as an individual. So there's some numbers for you, Anders. He loves it.
Which is the source of many memes.
Yes.
5-3. But it wasn't James time that round. He went all in. He was on the bomb side, fighting for it. Can't really fault him for that one. Round number 9. But Imperial, they're putting in some of the basics here. 3 rounds, you're not celebrating, but you're not going to get wiped out in the second half. If they can get a little bit more, I think they're starting to cook just a little bit.
So, I'm liking this from Imperial. They're showing some tenacity. They're holding it together. They're not crumbling after one very peculiar round. We'll hopefully live to forget it. Not what you want to see. for getting the bomb at this level. James, this time over towards B. Might be left alone as well. He's got Flip behind him, but utility in hand. That's his flashbang ready and waiting if he needs to deploy a shot. And it looks like they're going to change the setup here. James will fall back to more defensive angle. Flashbangs from Phelps. Jump peek the corner to ensure there's no AWP there. Norbert's boosted up on the atrium. Flashed off. Converts the kill. No problem. Mir is there, tucked away in the cubby as well.
Nice, timed on the Molotov. That's really going to slow them down. A smoke on top. This is textbook coming out from VP. A grenade, another vicious grenade that lands on No Way this time. They're so soft before they even get anywhere near this. And I've got to say that flashbang was really uninspiring into the middle. You can probably pop flash that much, much better. No reason to bank it off the walls that Norbert has that much time to turn around either. 30 seconds, and this round is short of 4 on 5, but hard one to win. Double setup towards the pit. Another grenade, third in the round here, but it's not done yet, Henry. There's a chance now.
Oh, there's definitely a chance. Maybe more than that. Going for the wraparound from the arch side here. Fame's in a lot of trouble. Multiple players surrounding his position. Vision taken away as Fame now is activated. The bomb's going to be planted with 5 seconds remaining here. They have to act fast. And now we've got a 3 versus 3. Some wounded players on the Imperial side, but they've actually got a pretty decent setup. Henny, those are the player in towards a pit, looking to nail that shot, but he is taken down by James, who can't quite find the second just yet.
How does he get to live through it, though? No way. They line up for him right into the headshots. He's ready for another one, and he clutches it. That is magnificent.
Wow. What a finish from No Way. That is very, very good. Managing to resurrect what seemed like another fumbled scenario there. They were running out of time and indeed space. It has had to collapse on the bomb side with seconds to spare. Bomb planted with 5 seconds on the clock. It looked like James was going to shut them down, but a couple of missed shots and Henny nailing that one. Open things up. You can see there's 10 seconds on the clock here. When they're trying to get that bomb planted, Fame trying to scramble in, and there's no way with the double kill. They line up for him, and then James couldn't do anything about it. This game is right back on now.
You notice again, they had that hard 3-man stack at the B bomb side, VP. Even when all the signs were showing A, they do not move. There's something in the VP preparation here that have told them that there are going to be a lot of B finishes coming out from Imperial, and it looks like Imperial have realized this. You can absolutely tell. They're so sure that it's going to be that B finish. Some of these A hits, even though it was a great start for VP, they had all the grenade damage, they had the early kill, it was all working out in their favor. Because that 3-man setup at B, it leaves the A bomb side very vulnerable.
Wow, a somewhat compromised round here for VP. We've got Flitz and Mir operating with the unenviable task of FAMAS. James, though, opening things up this time. Vinny will go down early. It's been a bit of a thorn in their side towards the banana area, so an opening advantage once again for VP. Decent. Working his way through Boiler. Flashbang top and middle. Tucked away in the cubby once again. It's Norbert, though. He's back on an atrium, and he's making it work once again. Not the double kill, but significant damage, as No Way looks for another sensational sequence of frags here. Only good for 1 so far, and a 4 versus 2, but look how low the VP players are. This next frag is everything. If No Way finds this, it's the perfect pre-aim and absolutely obliterates Norbert.
Yeah, that'll get them back at the round at least a bit. I can't believe that nobody's pump flashing that mid position. I feel like Norbert has had way too easy.
I think it's because they heard the Molotov land underneath quad, and the player was burning there, so they thought they had the advantage.
Yeah, that's probably true.
So they could
but you could do both, right? Like you
yeah.
could throw the Molotov and pop flash it from deep, like throw the flash from down here, and Norbert can't swing around for it. Like he's gonna be dead. The only way they can dodge that is they have to double setup and someone's playing anti-flash. But you throw the Molotov, then probably not.
So, 30 seconds. It's Flit to defend B with just a FAMAS. There's no real defensive utility left. There's an HE grenade and a flash.
He can throw open that smoke, or he can...
He's going to try and deny the plan, I suppose.
Yeah, but they're not low enough, are they? It does land. It does do a lot of damage, but... wonder if he would have had the kill if he would have thrown it inside. We'll never find out. And he's jumping up top. He's so lucky to be alive.
Yeah, James doesn't miss too often.
An AK on No Way. Wants to move forward. If he gets this kill on James, it opens the round back up. There's a flank coming in as well from Banana. It's Fame making his way that way. Henny, you must hit this shot, and he will. And James going to his down next. They can guess where Fame is coming from, and he's already walking away. He already knows this round is done. Imperial, this is a massive round.
Yeah.
3 kills for No Way again. Another triple.
It's when the round looks like VP have the advantages. They win the opening stages of the round, VP for sure. When it comes down to these individual duels and just the scrappier parts of the game, they're making it work.
And it's actually interesting that they are beating VP when the game is slowed down, because that's what VP normally love. Like that's where they live, is in that when everything is quiet.
I don't know, like you said, like maybe it's just like giving a bit too much freedom there towards B. Could have had a bit of a stronger position. That Famous, I saw what he was going for. He had the 3 versus 2 situation. We've let them plant the bomb, and then I guess the massive missed shot from James as Henny was vaulting up, I should have said. And yeah, there's so many different factors that fell apart there. And now Imperial about to find 6 rounds on their T-side campaign here of Inferno. They're up against just that AK of Fame and then Pistols really otherwise. So should be an open shut case. I don't see a world where VP win this round. They've got 1 player over towards B. That's going to be Flit. He just has a pistol and a smoke. That's about it.
You look at the scoreboard, you can tell that No Way, he's basically won 2 of the rounds. He had back-to-back triple kills. I mean, without him, these 5 rounds might not have been possible for Imperial. Even more shockingly, they've actually forced VP into a bit of a save. Obviously, Fame had the AK from the previous round, but that's a rare sight right now. If they don't walk into the stack, they might get a free round here. They do, on the other hand. Again, they haven't been able to flash this position at all so far.
Up on the Adrian once again. 45 seconds. The time has got close multiple instances, but they've never been punished for it yet. But go for that mid-control. It's the same position that's causing them an absolute nightmare, but they trade out the kill eventually. And that should be enough now, unless something unbelievable happens with that P250. There's 1 more player, the last line of defense. Going to be that CZ, but not quite enough to win the round. Bomb planted, job done. And it's going to be Imperial taking the lead 6-5 here on the T side of Inferno. Oh, just using that AK as bait.
It's shine. Oh, he stole it away, and Vinny knows when to peek. A nice triple for him. Imperial at 6. I must say, Henry, I was about to be very mad if they had lost that round again.
To the boosted player again.
It's a very same position. Sure, I understand throwing the Molotov down below. I don't understand why nobody wants to pop flash that middle position. It just seems like there's got to be a way to do that. Sometimes you could even throw that pop flash with nobody peeking just to tease out that boosted player, because often they'll fire a shot right away or they'll go for a little bit of a spray. So I feel like they're missing just that. But I won't criticize too much, because they are kind of winning the half.
They are actually, yeah.
I can't be too mad.
They've done a great job. Like, a resurgence of sorts has been some very questionable moments from them, but this round, I was about to say, look at the opening frag once again, but it will be Flit to open things up. 5-4 advantage, but they have not been able to hold on to them, quite frankly. Virtus.pro now will relinquish control of Banana, let them have it with the opening kill going in their favor. It's back towards middle we go. They go for this boost behind this smoke more often than not. Just to see if there's anything available.
It's a very aggressive setup in this one.
Oh, through the wickets.
Come on. What is the football term? Nutmeg?
A nutmeg, yeah. That's what it'd have to be.
That was Counter-Strike version if he can hand this one. That's pretty sick. I've actually never seen that before. Wonder if it'll work. I feel like there's a strong chance Norbert really has to trust in his teammate there. It's like, please don't shoot me in the legs, or worse. 48 seconds. They're going to give up on that position and move forward. Actually might be a genius move here. They can't hear the footsteps, obviously, but Norbert, is it going to be a free kill? I think it's Henny right on the other side, and he is surely dead.
Well, they know exactly where this one's going to finish up now. The bomb, of course, all the way back at T-spawn. They still have 30 seconds. It's not alarm bells just yet, but why is no one? You got a 5-on-3. Why is no one rotating over to B?
I don't know.
Let's get over there. Let's get a move on, shall we?
Well, Fame had a Molotov that he put down, so that's really slowed it up a little bit. A nice flash, but it doesn't even matter. Phelps.
They never have anyone in this B side.
I don't know what's going on. Phelps is going to go down for the smoke, so still a 2-on-4. Everything points to this being a VP victory. They're going to tie up the half, make it a 6-6. But it's not completely done. Vinny and Decent left. And Vinny trying to, oh, and he gets the shot right through, spins around, but Norbert is there to pick him up. Just decent. A 1 versus 3 to hold on to a bit of a lead here. And he will get the first headshot taken down Mir. That's the start. 24 bullets left. Takes down Norbert, and now he's on the run. All of the pressure is on James. He's got a kit and a smoke, and he's putting up, flashed in. He's straight on there. Can he find the headshot? The line up through. Oh my God, he did it. A 1 versus 3 clutch for decent.
A 5-on-3 situation, Anders, and you have one player just passively holding in the B side. Like, you're letting them in and planting. We've talked about it multiple times, that if the bomb gets planted and smokes are down, it's always possible. I just don't understand the rationale. Well, the 5-on-3, and no one's even rotating over. You just say, well, he's got an incendiary, hold them off. But sure, if he does go down, though, the bomb is planted. They can win these clutches, which they just did.
Think about this from Imperial's point of view, though. How many times did VP heavy stack the B bomb site and they went A, and then some of the times when they've gone B, it's just been this one or two people. So actually the calling for Imperial has been really sick. Like, they've read the situation very well. Unbelievable work.
Just rotate one over.
Just you're not wrong.
You've got a 5-on-3.
You're not wrong.
There's no justification whatsoever to have a 1-3-3 situation and then risk the clutch. Like, the most clutchable bomb site in CS2 is the B area of Inferno. Oh dear. Oh well, Imperial 7-5. A magnificent resurgence at the half.
God. Half the kills that Decent has were in that round. He got 6 overall. What a massive round to pick up.
Amazing. Oh, they can do this now.
They can. They are doing it.
Aggressive in towards the apartments. Decent. With the USP, there are dual elites in hand as well for Phelps and Vinny. 7 guns into the round. It's a 3-man stack from the Brazilians elsewhere. Tucked deep away in the B bomb site. So this will be a bit of a bait and switch. Traditionally, you have 2 players on the bomb site. You would allow that player to be baited in at the very back, and he's just looking to deny the plant and be the snake in the grass, if you will, Anders. And we're going to see that coming to fruition as well.
Yeah. Julie's up front. 30 bullets. Oh, the time to kill on that one is so low. But Vinny is swiftly dispatched off.
So he's hiding.
No way in the back. Yep, he's hiding. He can't do that forever. They're going to go check it anyway. He looks for more headshots, and he'll find it. Almost out of bullets now, and he can't get the reload in time. So, a chance for a bomb plant here, but look at how swiftly Imperial on top of them. More dualies have arrived at the B bomb site, and Jame and Fame are left.
It takes 3.5 seconds to plant that bomb. As soon as they commit to it, that's the cue to swing around. And they've got away with the plant, but can they find much more? Fame will be dropped, and surely Jame on 25 HP won't be clutching out in the 1 versus 3. It's the pistol round in favor of Imperial. A great bait and switch setup there. It comes to fruition. We see it played out, and it works perfectly. Thankfully for VP, they get that bomb planted. Not all is lost, but still another tremendous round for Imperial here, who are getting the job done on Inferno.
Yeah, huge. Nice read. Stacking the B-bomb site.
Oh, that first shot was just so brutal from Vinny. And you can see there's not even considering that emo position whatsoever.
No.
A couple of very nice frags, but first one was essentially for free.
But Noe has been the standout player by a mile in this game so far, which is surprising to me. I wasn't expecting it. Obviously, one of the new names that we don't know that much about. He's 14-7. He's picked up the auto shot, and that's how much swagger he's got right now.
So, as we mentioned, the bombs planted does yield somewhat of a buy. We've got Galil's 1 AK for Flitz. Jame, impressive. You wouldn't expect him to be the man down to the Tech 9 necessarily. Now, what do they got up their sleeve, Anders? Pop flash to enable some banana control here. On both sides of the coin.
Where's Sanji when you need him to drop you something?
Right.
No longer on the team, so he can't drop you the AWP. It's gotta lay in the bed that you've made or whatever it is.
Like this though, you got the auto shotgun being baited in. Now Vinny's just trying to be very active. It's like, it's a Famash you need to worry about. I'm gonna fall back eventually. Get rid of me. Don't worry about a shotgun. Okay. Well, that's huge. The fact you can bait out a smoke in this sort of round where they have bought and they have very limited resources. Like,
one of the 2 smokes they have.
That's a huge victory.
Super frustrating. Might even be okay with that. You can tell they're starting to fall a little bit back. Oh, they're going to be boosting up back here, which... Let's see if they're going to start to rotate.
It's a very meta smoke. That lands just by the library. Covers off the corner as well. We're going to see now a wraparound. Okay,
well, now they're going to get the call. 19 seconds left. They're going to know. They're rotating down banana, try and get here. very critical kills coming out early from the A defense. Decent doing very good work.
Just needs to buy time.
Yeah,
he's actually going to get more kills, though. I think he's done enough.
Bomb planted now.
No, you're right. Kill him after time if possible. Not going to be the case, but still a very efficient round there.
Two-man setup at the A bomb site.
Yep, they couldn't have had a better setup. One in the pit, one tucked in the bomb site as well. They knew exactly what they were up against there. They heard the smoke coming towards library, and they nailed the shots, ducking and weaving between each other. One takes the aggro, tucks in, the other one swings out. It's like, this is textbook Counter-Strike here. Really, really well played. Imperial coming to life here, showing they can hang with the big boys. And against VP on Inferno as well, that is not an easy game. They are a very difficult team to play against in general. Boys are out there loving it, as they know they've got a guaranteed round here. That was the force buy with no plan. That's Glocks across the board up next.
Anyone that's been watching Counter-Strike for a long time will know that the last 20 seconds of those rounds is where VP are the most dangerous. That's where they do all of the crazy work. You think the round is lost, and suddenly they show up, they get one kill, they get a bomb plant, and suddenly the round is back on again. Great work, I've got to say, for Imperial, holding on to some of these. The calling on the T side for Imperial, I think, was a little bit surprising to me, not to try and undersell them, but I really think they outcalled Jame in some of those crucial stacks. And now they're starting to really take a lead here. 9-5 is the scoreline. VP, they're struggling a little bit. They did not get the bomb plant, and they've got one AK on Flit.
So Fame has dropped that. See if that's going to be anything to write home about. I don't think it will. If it enables a plant, oh god. Yeah, he'll have to give that over to someone else now.
Supposed to dodge the grenade.
Did anyone get Kevlar as well? Yeah, Norbert and Jame have Kevlar, so give it to Jame. Oh, this is getting rough. It's an eco round. Don't get me wrong, but you have invested somewhat into it.
Yeah, but I mean, it's the kind of eco round that can easily set you up for success later. You get 3 or 4 kills in this round, you weaken the Imperial economy, and suddenly, you know, you have a story to tell yourselves that we just need to win one more round. They don't have any money, we're good to go. But if you get wiped out here, it's not quite as convincing. HE on top of the MP9. All right, okay. Phelps actually came off that target a little bit early.
Yeah, a little bit messy there from Phelps.
4 versus 4. Still plenty of time on the clock here. Flit on the other side. He wanted to find the MP9, and he has stolen it away.
Still got plenty of time here. Much to the relief of VP. Jame will be in towards the Palman position. And he should make light work. The problem is that's the bomb top middle, so he can't really look for a trade kill. And now there's 2 players in towards the apartment, and it's down to Jame. He needs to find some sort of impact here, if possible. 25 seconds remaining. They're getting chipped away up. It's the Glock, or the PT-50, I should say, that's actually making things uncomfortable. There's a bomb plant at the very least. So this round, they've got something to report.
Did Mir hit the shot while he was jumping? Either that or James shot him through the wall, but I think it might have been Mir actually hitting decent in the pit. I'd love to see that. James and Fame, the only 2 left here. 1 versus 3 now, and he's
James
getting surrounded.
There's always a chance. And yeah, not too bad. All things considered for VP there. Getting the bomb plant, a couple of kills, 1 AK invested. They'll take it, but it will be Imperial with the round victory. Touching distance of taking a victory in their opening best of 1 here in the elimination stage at the PGL CS2 Major. Live from Copenhagen. What a week it's been of Counter-Strike. Only going to get better from here on out. We've got the world-class teams in the building now. We separated the wheat from the chaff. And every game is going to be a monumental event. Best of 1s always get me excited, Anders.
Well, it's also because the potential to get knocked down into that, you know, 0-2 bracket. I mean, obviously not today, but in general, you lose some of these early fights. It has such an impact on your trajectory for the rest of the stage. It's not nothing. It's not just a best of 1. You never know what's going to happen. Huge teams have fallen at the stage in the past. I'm sure VP do not want to be one of them. 10-5. Imperial, 3 rounds away from claiming their first victory. Barely scraping through the last stage to get here, but you know what? They warmed up into it, and they look really good right now. I think the calling, No Way has been playing exceptional Counter-Strike throughout this Inferno map.
It really has. Decent. Will be positioned towards that boiler room. Sure, they're close to winning this map, but close doesn't quite cut it against a team like VP. They thrive in this sort of environment. And these deficits, they can claw this game back, no problem. As we see them enter round number 16 here. Very tentative approach. Making their way over towards Banana. Molotov towards the car, smoked off for now. They're going to try and establish some basic control. No way we'll try and answer back. It's going to be flashed over. Spray down through the smoke. No damage inflicted just yet on either side. Speaking of which, I think the CTs are planning a little swing towards middle. Incendiary deployed. Oh, couldn't be better timed, really.
Yeah. Mia sensing that there is something up here, but he's not quite ready for it. Decent able to take him down, and now they're going to be trying to fall back. And if you jump on this, there's an AWP waiting for you. They want you to run into this one. Norbert, very low on health.
If he hits that, the round's over.
Yep.
He knows it as well. Oh, this is an old classic setup. Can we see the angle?
Another trick. Imperial.
Yeah, it's not as quite powerful as it was in CSGO, but let's have a look. It's going to yield the opening frag here on the side. Flashbang goes over, smoke down as well. This is very tricky from Imperial. Can VP recover? Flip behind enemy lines, completely flashed over, and he will find him. He gets the double kill and a 4 versus 1 situation. 11 rounds guaranteed for Imperial here. Fending off VP, no problem whatsoever. Like I said, that old setup towards Emo Anders, it used to be so potent in CSGO. I didn't think it was really possible in CS2. It doesn't look as powerful, but still an off angle you don't necessarily expect.
And also, when they're running in hot from the other bomb site, they don't have time to set up the Molotovs that you could otherwise throw to the back of Dark like that maybe would have dislodged that kind of a setup. It just works just enough. Even if it looked like for just a second, there was at least one player, I think Flit was in a position to maybe get the double, that could have changed the round. But yeah, 2 tricks in 1 round. This still double stack towards Boiler, little boost over here, and that's all they needed. Yeah, Flit needed to get that kill on Vinny. 7-5. My God, they're actually doing it.
They're actually doing it. And they've forced their hand as well. It's one of those weird VP rounds around. You've got a Jame Orb, 2 Tech 9s, 3 Tech 9s, an AK. This is maybe for all the marbles as well. You lose this one, you're 12-5 down. Jame hasn't done too much. Is he bottom fragging? He is, so he's 7 and 10. It's he side Inferno Orb. Doesn't really get you that excited. It's good for like an opening pick and maybe a post-plant situation, but you got to get there first.
Yeah, not easy at all.
Oh, that's a terrible way to give it the first kill as well. No trade potential. Teammate smoked off. Did some damage, sure, but it's a 5-on-4, and you've lost one of the only rifles you had.
Much less than ideal.
Yeah, I think that's a good way of summarizing it.
And now, I mean, they can do this 2-3 split without really feeling bad about it. 3 people at the A bomb side, probably more than enough. I guess at B, this is where that AWP could be interesting. If Jame can sneak up and just get that opening shot, maybe there's a way into a site here. But I've got to say, I mean, this is...
Oh, this is just deep breath, hope for the best standards. Smoke spawn, flash over, hope the Tech 9s can deliver. But the boosted player here and the smoke down as well. It's looking very good for Imperial. Vinny in a prime position to find multiple kills. No bullets connecting just yet, but it's all a bit of a ruse. Setting up the boosted No Way, who converts the frag. 5 versus 3. Need to try and get that bomb planted. And then we talked about the post-plant potential with the Jame AWP. Bomb does go down. Oh no, a fumbled situation now. They've really overstepped the mark. There was no need to commit to the bomb site so quickly.
They do it before everyone shows up.
Yep.
They eventually try and retake with 2 people before the rest are even really there. One of them, I think, throwing a flashbang and a Molotov, but that's about it. This could be the way for VP to get back into it. The grenade, it will not kill Jame in the back here, and I think there's not a lot that No Way and Decent could do. They can maybe try and make it expensive. They can try and take all the rifles
away. They'll try and lock them in the bomb site. But this is exactly what tilted Imperial against Gamer Legion.
Yes.
Forcing these situations, going too quickly, not waiting for your teammates here. And that's how you throw away massive advantages. We talked about Jame in the post-plant situation. He ends up getting 3 kills in total and keeps VP alive in the best of 1. That's a fumbled round from Imperial.
It absolutely feels that way. They had a 5-on-3.
Yeah,
I get that you want to be quick with it,
for no reason. You've all just jumped in like this. What an absolute nightmare of decision from Vinny and Phelps.
I mean, fair play. Jame did get that first shot through the smoke, I think. So maybe that did slow them down quite a bit anyway. Yeah, but it looked like they could have waited another 5 seconds.
They end up losing this now in regulation, especially. Like, that's the round. They cost it for them. But
you're not wrong.
Plenty of time and space to work with. Another opening kill. Henny making up for it.
some even...
Money's not great, bear in mind. Everyone went down for VP, so they're still operating with Tech 9s and AK. So, thankfully for Imperial, they're still in a prime position.
And that was by design. They knew that they weren't going to win the round. The last two people alive, they say, we'll give it all to try and take it away.
We're seeing all the new tricks now. All the new ideas and new concepts. Like
they've been in the lab.
Yeah, in CSGO, this was like the G2 boost. And we haven't seen it too much. CS2, quite frankly, but another 5-on-3, lads. Hold it together. No one needs to run through the smokes. No one has to put their life on the line. Hold those crossfires, work together.
Yeah, just... These are the rounds that should be much easier to win. You've set yourself up so nicely. They've spent all of their money. They might have a bit of a loss bonus. If they get the bomb planted, maybe it's different, but this is looking very, very thin at the moment. Bomb at the bottom of the T. Ramp still. Yeah. Next to a little good-looking scooter. 30 seconds on the clock, and again, it's on all in towards the B bomb site. They can't really run back. Early smoke just to try and buy some extra space for you to rotate around at the back here. They have the grenades, but they do not have the manpower to really break it through. Already practically 4 people at the bomb site. It'd be a miracle if VP could win this round, and they're absolutely not. They're not getting close to it here. James, you can do a bit of damage, but you will not win this one.
Well, that's more like it. Those are the kind of cheers you want to see from Henny.
Hell yes.
Don't want to see the tilt. Very frustrating round to give up previously, so the fact they've stabilized and recovered. Bear in mind, the money is woefully low on the T side as well. Henny taking matters into his own hands, got a nice opening frag. Then the double stack, the boost. They find a huge advantage here, and they convert on it. No bomb planted as well. James gets a double kill, but no bomb going down is significant. They've got open runway here to close out this best of one right here, right now. Shouldn't be a world where they lose it. So, yeah, we're going to call a timeout. Imperial calling this timeout as well.
Yeah.
They want to make sure that no one gets too excited. No one throws it away.
I love this time. I think it's really important.
Yeah, Zach called up. He wants to make sure that everyone's calm.
They've set themselves up so nicely, right? Taking all 5 rifles away in the one round that VP won with the bought up AWP. But yeah, no money whatsoever. They win the following round. They deny the bomb plant there. It's pure misery here for VP. It really is. 6 chances for Imperial to close this out and start this next leg of the major in flying form.
So, it's Galil's Tech 9s, a couple of AK-47s, a light smattering of utility, not much though. Can Imperial get it done right here, right now? Norbert can't get himself into the bedroom just yet. Nice incendiary to hold him at bay. Yeah, you can see Imperial definitely have been in the lab, got lots of little intricacies to their game. Flashbang to enable some banana control. Now good to see Flitz at the top now. One of the few AKs they have. Vinny, top of the emo boxes.
He's getting top banana control with almost no effort. That's pretty great. Like, you don't have a lot of grenades anyway, so they don't have to throw a lot here.
Now, the thing is, with these sort of rounds, when you find map point, you can risk being too passive. Give them too much away, but this is all right. We are going to see a full VP B execution being presented momentarily.
I think they're throwing that Molotov to try and bait Flit into a peek, because they had that high ground on the other side. They're hoping that there's someone peeking, and then when they don't get it, they smoke.
Bomb's still here, Flit, so what's the final play here? They've lost a lot of time posturing around the B bomb site. Now back they go with, what, nothing? Let's have the challenges, face checker. That's not going to work out very well at all.
They got checked. Henny on the other side, he does miss the next shot, but he knows there's someone
up there. Here we go,
Anders. Beautiful orbing, it is. Phelps with the headshot, takes down Fame. Imperial, they want this map. They're ready to win this series. Flit and Jane left with no time on the clock whatsoever.
Surely.
It's just going to be up to the captain himself. He gets a headshot, 4 seconds left. He goes straight for the plant, but they're right on top. They're going to win it here. The Empire marches on, Henry.
What a finish. We wouldn't have it any other way. Jane with a chance of a glorious clutch, but one that cannot be converted. It was an up and down game. The start was a little bit questionable for Imperial, but what a solid CT performance they presented there. They held it together.